One of the most popular female video game characters is making a big return. Let's find out more about it here on That Game Place. So that last story was a bit of a downer, but you know what? I have the key. I have the formula of the thing that's going to make everybody's day better. You know, there might be someone listening in at home right now, you know, listen to us in the car, you know, driving safely, paying attention to the road, and he's like, you know, I'm having a bad day, cut off in traffic, Walmart was being Walmart, enough said. They need a little bit of Cammy in their life to cheer up their day. And don't worry, we're here to do it for you, everybody. All right, this comes from comicbook.com for giving us the real stories we need right now. Jada Toys' Cammy Ultra Street Fighter 2 Player 2 figure is an exclusive. The new figure from Jada is based off Cammy's Player 2 design with bright colors and loads of details. This is by Becca Down. Well, thank you, Miss Becca. A new Jada Toys figure launched today in the Ultra Street Fighter 2 series and is an exclusive. Specifically, a Player 2 variation of Cammy is available to pre-order now, exclusively at Entertainment Earth. Priced at $32.99. Wow, that's actually pretty cheap for a figure. I'm used to Godzilla figures being like $200. Okay. With a release date set for November, in addition to the alternate pink and gray color scheme. The figure is highly articulated and includes alternate hands and alternate heads and effect parts. For this exclusive, you can head to Entertainment Earth here to pre-order. The figure price at $32.99. The Player 1 version is also available on back order. Read for more info and figure gallery images. And I'll go ahead and bring up some of the images. Oh, perfect. I wanted to share here. Kevin, would you play Cammy at all back in the day in the Street Fighter like days? Like, who was your main for Street Fighter 2?
I'm sure every red-blooded 13-year-old male played as Cammy a couple of times back then. I don't know. I was more of a the big fireball Hadouken Ryu guy. But yeah, sure, of course. Who didn't want to do a hit a Hurricane Rana in the middle of your game? You know, especially when you were first learning how to play the game and Vega was a problem. It was either going to be Chun-Li or it was going to be Cammy who was going to beat him. You know, so but
he could whip out a Zangief on a Vega.
Yeah, well, I got a little bit. You know, as I grew in skill, I decided to experiment with other characters, and I wanted to see everybody's ending. So, you know, just spin around and, you know, it's fun.
I will never forget the Street Fighter 2 one for Cammy, or not Cammy, a Chun-Li, where it's like, all right, it shows her with a gravestone. It's like, now that I have finally avenged my family. Literally the next scene, super fan servicey with her in like a crop top. Now I can go be a young single girl. Like, what? I'm sorry, what? You avenged the family in that culture. Did you play some Cammy back in the day?
Dude, I'm American. Yes, I played some Cammy. Yeah, I played Guile. I love me some Zangief, right? Right, especially at the like when we got towards the end of the Cold War. But I have to tell you though, I just I had to drive for miles to one of the biggest arcades on the planet to play the game, because every other place that had the game was so packed, nobody could let you get to the game. You had to get there like right after school. Yeah. So, but there's a legendary arcade location that I don't think is there anymore, because I think they tore out the entire multi-business complex area to replace it with some apartments recently. But it's just, Cammy was amazing. In fact, from Street Fighter 2 onward, especially to Alpha 6, I was like, the characters get better and better. The moves, you can refine. They were one of the first games to use the different style of joystick so that you had even better control. You only had to replace the buttons like once a day on the machine, because players would break the hell out of those buttons to land their moves. And then I love the game, man. I played Cammy plenty. And I remember a lot of the great scenes, cut scenes throughout. But I'll just tell people, these things deserved a long time ago to be represented in film and television. and they never quite got exactly what they needed. And I blame Jean-Claude Van Damme. So there you go.
I was very happy to see Kylie Minogue going for her back in the day. I thought she was a pretty actress who fit this bill, but I know there's been a lot of buzz, at the time of this recording that who's going to be playing Cammy in the film. And I think people are pretty happy with the Chung-Li casting. I know people from the wrestling scene are doing Street Fighter. Oh, go ahead, Culture.
I was going to say, can't you still use Kylie Minogue? She still looks the same. We're talking about
she's like Weird Al. She never ages.
She never ages. Yeah, she always looks the same. Yeah.
If I can, but yeah, no, it's part of the, people really identify with these characters for a lot of different reasons. Male, female, whatever have you. And I think part of what people love about gaming is celebrating these fictional worlds and characters getting to portray themselves in these scenarios. And I find right to the figure itself, the fact that it's so well captures, the essence of her and stuff like that. People want to be able to see these toys, not just for something to put on the shelf and collect dust. They want to be able to escape into a bit of imagination. And I think that can do a lot of favors there. And it's thanks to the iconicness of it. And I got to give props to the people behind this figure that I think it's going to do a lot of good for the people who want it. And I really hope that we're finally starting to see, because I know Cammy herself as a character got a lot of recognition for being in the new Street Fighter game and being more true to how people remember her. And I know it's inspiring a lot of, cosplays, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for this series. Kevin, I'm going to give you the last word here. Actually, no, I got a question for both you gentlemen. Is your wife going to let you buy this game or buy this toy?
Okay, you used a really weird word to me. Let.
Yeah, seriously.
That's a weird word, dude.
Will she allow?
Also a strange word to me. You're speaking a foreign language. What are you saying? I am an adult male. I can buy whatever toy I want.
Yes, honey. Oh my goodness. But jokes aside, about she's pretty, and I do stand by what I say though. It's Cammy's captured the hearts of a lot of fans of Street Fighter, and there's a reason this whole franchise as a whole is being celebrated. And I really hope that by the time we get to whatever's next for the future of this series, film, whatever have you, we're going to try and true get, what's going to connect to the hearts of so many people. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the future has. And, if we have any more big Cammy news coming, which I'm sure we will, given her popularity, especially the past few years, we'll be sure to cover it here on That Game Plays.
One last note about Cammy. You brought it up. Sydney Sweeney should be the next Cammy.
Oh, my. Culture, don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. Don't give
You're
me
all high
hope.
right now. Don't give me hope.